I get up every morning and I milk my nuts.
I knew that was coming. I think you saw that on a shirt or something. That's gold. It's really not. But just so we're clear, Mike laughed at my joke earlier.
What was your joke?
I don't remember. It was just funny.
It was,
Oh, Candy Crush.
Candy Crush.
Candy
Oh,
Crush. Oh, come on. It was good.
Alright, well, now that this is sufficiently uncomfortable for everybody. We're doing homemade almond milk, which means we need to filter out the fiber. So there will be 2 steps, but it's going to be fine.
Okay.
5 cups, 1 cup, salt, 2 dates, pitted. Put a few extra dates, a little sweeter, it doesn't matter. A teaspoon vanilla. Okay. First up, straight up, just making the almond milk because we don't have our own. You can do this with, well, no, first we're making eggnog.
Well, no, we're going to make the almond milk first.
Right, no. But the point is we're making eggnog. Yeah. We're making eggnog. But because we don't have any store-bought almond milk, we're going to make almond milk first.
Right.
But it's not as simple as just throwing everything in the blender because we need to filter out the fiber from the almonds when we make the almond milk.
So it's a nut milk
bag. That, again, reusable. You can use cheesecloth layered up, but then, you know, you throw it out and it wears down. A nut milk bag, reusable.
Fabric,
mesclun or something, but easiest possible way to make
And then the almonds, we soak them overnight.
So you want to soak almonds because almonds unsoaked nuts are very hard to digest. And it's a lot easier to work with if they're soaked. So 5 cups water, 1 cup almonds, and that's 1 cup dry almonds. And when they soak, they're going to swell up. So it's going to look more like 1.25 cups, 1.5 cups.
And then the other thing with that too is like depending on if you want it like richer or more watery, you can play with the water ratio. So like there was a nut milk that we tried in New York, and it was like a 3-to-1 ratio, and it was like drinking cream.
Creamy. That's true. We could have gone with less.
It was just like so rich.
Oh, rich. Okay.
Yeah.
We only need about 2-3 dates. We are going to make eggnog, and that's also sweetened.
2's probably good.
2 and a small one. Let's do that.
These are pitted dates, medjool dates.
Medjool.
And again, I'm using Malden salt here, just a pinch.
Regular salt works too. Christopher's just obsessed with this one because it's like.
It's a lot. You can like eat this.
Yeah,
it's very coarse.
Super flat. You guys should probably just see.
And you can put it in your mouth and be like, huh, it's not bad.
And then just like pop it on your tongue.
Show me again.
That's like what chefs do apparently. They just like snack. Try it. Just try it. Let's do it. Just pop one on your tongue.
This one's not melting.
Well, dissolves.
Dissolves, man.
But it's not like table salt, right?
I love salt. I can eat salt.
It's nice.
You're a liar. Anyway.
No, I like it.
This is vanilla. You just sort of need, I don't know, a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. This is probably a tablespoon, so I'm just going to put a little splash.
That's the same vanilla we use on...
No, this is just classic vanilla caramel color in it because it doesn't really matter for the almond milk.
The other thing too, like so this type of vanilla might taste a bit alcoholic. So there's powdered vanilla that works too.
That's true, powdered vanilla. I didn't even think we could have done
like the alcohol taste.
Vanilla paste. So I'm just gonna fire this up. It's gonna get loud. There we go.
That was 1.5 minutes.
Oh yeah, there's a timer on here, 1.5 minutes. You just want to make sure it's nice and smooth, but you also don't want to cook it, and if you cook this too long, you can literally go as hot as soup. So we're going to filter out a lot of the fibers, and if this jug looks a little yellow, it's because we've made our mac and cheese in here so many times, and the turmeric is potent stuff. So, you'd think that this looks nice and liquidy. Why do you need to filter it? It's because the almonds have a fiber, a pulp, flour, whatever you want to call it, almond meal, anyway. A lot of different words for it, but if you don't, you're going to have a very fibrous drink.
It's grainy.
It's grainy, a little gritty, powdery. Yeah, you see how much is left in here? And a nut milk bag does just a really good job of keeping all that fiber behind. And you can actually use this fiber. So we have a dehydrator here under the counter. So I'll put this fiber on the side and maybe we'll dehydrate it and make an almond flour or something.
You can pop it with granola too.
Yeah.
Because this one's sweet.
That's true, it's been
Otherwise, you
sweetened.
can make like crackers or anything like that out of the pulp.
All right, let's add the rest of that. So we put 5 cups of water, so you're gonna get about 5 cups of almond milk. And because I ran it for so long, it is warm. It's not hot, but it's definitely warm. Did I make a mess?
Oh. We'll spill.
This is the real world, guys. It's no Hollywood. This isn't, you can see how much is left in there. Woo. Not important, because that's not why we're here. So we've made more than enough almond milk, so whatever we don't use to make the nog, we're gonna put to the side and use it this week.
She said lots.
I already put more than the pinch.
Okay. Cinnamon's good for you.
It is.
So is exercise, but we're not exercising.
Aye.
Okay, so make sure I remember. Keep my notes on my phone. No paper. Should write them on my hand next time. Nutmeg, cinnamon,
You
cloves.
need 2 cups of milk. And
2
then
cups of milk. You have our 4 to 6 dates? No, we need our
No.
dates.
I'm gonna have the juicy ones.
Juicy ones, okay.
That's her skill.
What do you say? 4, 5, 6, 6?
Yeah, 6.
Also, do you guys know what real eggnog tastes like?
No.
Neither.
So never had it.
Is this what it's supposed to taste like, or are we making real egg milk?
I think it's supposed to taste like the real thing,
Okay, okay.
but I don't know what the real thing tastes like.
Well, we had it in California.
So what's the real eggnog?
That's what I'm saying.
I think there's
Really? Never had
mother.
You went too quick there.
I did.
Spilled everywhere.
It's this wide jug. I'm not used to it.
Right? Yeah.
Good.
I think so.
Almond milk, cashews, dates, vanilla, nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, pinch of salt.
Are we using the Vitamix now? We are.
Yeah. Okay, so we've made our almond milk.
Don't put that in first. Because
Why?
then when you throw other stuff in, it's gonna like splash. You better have to put the other stuff first.
All right,
Here.
she's the Vitamix Pro. So that is 2 cups of the almond milk we just made. This is about a 1/3 cup cashews and then soaked. So it's probably looks like more like a 1/2 cup.
To soak cashews too, you can either soak them overnight like we did the almonds, but you can also do like a quick soak. So if you just boil water and let them hang out for like an hour, you're good.
Yeah, even less than an hour. Look, you just make it work, right? The longer they soak. Soak them overnight, not too much more because they'll start to sprout or ferment, which is not what you want to happen to your cashews. So that is 4 dates, 5 dates. Very sticky, very sweet. Here I've got cinnamon, cloves, and about a teaspoon of nutmeg.
Is there turmeric in there or no?
No, turmeric. What recipe is this?
Could be good.
Okay, here is a little bit of vanilla. Again, I'm not going to use the whole thing. I just need a splash. That should be enough. And a pinch of salt. Let's do 2 pinches of salt. And our
Yeah,
milk.
don't make a mess.
I'm not. Okay. In case anybody forgot what they were watching, we're making eggnog.
You're such a
Okay, so that was what, about 1.5 minutes this one too, I think, okay?
Yes, 1 minute and 23 seconds to be precise.
Whoa.
It smells like cloves and cinnamon. So there's only 2 cups of the almond milk, whereas we made 5 cups. So you're gonna, obviously, it's not gonna be a big old bowl like the almond milk was. All right, let's try and do this without making a mess. I know, it requires so much concentration and effort. It's just because I'm doing this in a jar and I'm trying not to spray over the sides like I have been for every other recipe.
You were doing good, you just failed.
That's still not too bad. So, if you take anything away from this video, it should be that you don't need to be a professional to cook. Just figure it out. As long as it tastes good. There was only a 1/3 cup of cashews in here, and that's pretty much the only thing that would leave any pulp behind. So,
And the dates.
And the dates too. There's very little in here. I think a lot of our flavorful spices got left behind though. It smells nice. Okay, so that's not pretty, but we'll put it in a nicer jar. They're nog. Cool. So let's line them all up. Show you guys everything we just made. It'd be like your holiday party starter kit. You've got your eggnog, you've got your cookies, and you've got your chocolate bark.
Forgot about that. Okay.
That's a good start.